No one knew who brought the mirror into the village. It just appeared one morning inside the old mud house at the edge of town, tall, cracked, framed with black wood that smelled like burnt herbs. They said it belonged to a witch who died without passing her power. Women were warned, don't look into it for too long. But Ebony laughed. What can mirror do? Not just reflection. The first time she looked into it, the mirror showed her exactly as she was. The second time, it smiled before she did. Ebony stepped back, heart racing. That night, she dreamed of women trapped behind glass, scratching, screaming without sound. When she woke up, there was a thin black mark on her neck, like fingers had touched her.
This mirror no be ordinary mirror.
After that day, Ebony began to change. Her reflection no longer followed her movements properly. Sometimes it blinked late, sometimes it stared when she turned away. No be ordinary mirror again. One stopped talking, another forgot her own name. The elders consulted the shrine. The oracle said, "The mirror na prison. The witch day use harvest women's souls." Each woman who stared too long gave the mirror something. Youth, beauty, memory, life. The mirror wanted her fully. At night, she heard knocking, not on the door, but from inside the mirror.
One night, Ebony stood before the mirror with a candle. Her reflection spoke first. "You don't tire of pretending?" it asked. Ebony's legs shook. "You are not me," the reflection smiled. "I'm the part of you you hide. The anger, the hunger, the power." The mirror cracked open like water. Hands pulled Ebony forward. She screamed, but no sound came out. By morning, the mirror stood quietly again. Inside it, Ebony stared back, banging silently. Outside, a woman who looked like Ebony walked away calmly. The village sighed in relief. They thought the curse had ended. But mirrors began appearing in other towns, and the woman carrying them always smiled. Weeks after Ebony disappeared, she returned. Same face, same voice, but something was missing. She no longer blinked when dust entered her eyes. Firelight did not reflect in her pupils, and she avoided mirrors completely. Her mother asked softly, "Ebony, wetin happen?" Ebony smiled, "Nothing." But at night, villagers heard whispers coming from her room. Different voices speaking at once. Women who slept near her began to dream of glass walls and bleeding hands. Evil donned change a dress. One girl ignored the warnings. She looked into a small mirror Ebony brought from the market. At first she saw herself. Then she saw her future, rich, admired, powerful. She smiled. By morning she could not remember her mother's name. By night her shadow stayed behind when she walked. The elders finally understood. The mirror no day just steal women, who day replace them. The witch inside the glass was building herself body by body, and Ebony was only the first skin. An old blind woman came to the village. She did not look at anyone's face. She said, "Break every mirror, or stop looking at yourselves." The villagers laughed. "How blind woman go save us?" She replied calmly, "Because I know they see with eye. I they see with truth." That night, every mirror in the village began to bleed. Glass cracked. Screams came from inside. Ebony stood in the center, finally crying. "You can still stop it," the blind woman said. "But one woman must choose to disappear forever." Silence. No one stepped forward. By morning, the blind woman was gone. So was the village. Only broken mirrors remained. And somewhere else, a woman was setting up a mirror for sale, smiling. Years later, the curse didn't die. It evolved. In the city, mirrors became phones. Women stared into screens day and night. Selfies, filters, likes. They adjusted their faces more than their lives. Nobody noticed the pattern at first. Girls began saying things like, "That no be my face. My smile look fake. I feel empty." One influencer went live and froze mid-sentence. Her screen still showed her smiling, but she wasn't moving. Comments kept coming. Network. Is this a filter? That night her account posted again. Same face, different soul. The woman selling mirrors now sold confidence. Creams, not filters. Affirmations. Look at yourself, she told them. You deserve more, and they believed her. But any time a woman fell deeply in love with her reflection, something disappeared. Empathy, memory, kindness. Be like mirror defeat. Mothers forgot their children. Friends became strangers. Love turned to hunger. One girl whispered to her sister, crying, "I now feel real again." Before help came, she vanished. The blind woman returned, older, slower. She spoke to those willing to listen. The witch, no day inside mirror. She day inside desire. She warned them. Once you love reflection more than reality, you don't open door. A few women listened. They smashed their mirrors, deleted their apps, covered their screens. They chose imperfection, and they survived. But millions did not. Till today, the mirror walks freely, inside phones, screens, and eyes. So if one day you look at yourself and feel watched, no be imagination. The mirror is checking if you're ready to disappear.